Hello, basic beer review time, and another basic beer review for you. Another alcohol-free basic beer review. I kept going on about how I've only really had alcohol-free beer from the supermarket. So I thought I'd go to a bottle shop near me and see what they had in store. And like a lot that I've seen, there's not a lot out there that isn't available at the supermarket. But I was able to find it. I couldn't find any pails, bizarrely enough. They had a few like mango lagers and things like that and weird stuff. I think if you're having to put fruit with these lagers and stuff, then it's hard to judge. I thought I just want to see a lager. I just want to try a lager. And see what it tastes like, if it's made by someone proper. Now this is Stoop Extra Dry. Says low alcohol Japanese lager by Mash Gang. Now I know Mash Gang are a company that do quite a lot of alcohol free beers, and they I think people think they know the stuff. So I think I've had one before, but not a while ago. Not one of these. Just something from Mash Gang a while ago. So I'm going to see what I think of this, see if it's any different from just your bog standard alcohol-free lager. I've had loads of them, loads of like sort of cheap ones. Is this any better? Are we getting a better quality? Is it worth the, I think about £3.65 I paid for this? Is it worth paying the extra to get something of a little bit higher quality? So let's have a see. Let's have a see what we think of this. So that's frothed over the top there a bit. Let's pour it in. So it's quite lively. I'll tell you what, just put that much in for now. Then put a little bit more. So I'll only go to about there with it, because then I've got a chance to get my nose in and have a little go on it. So let's have a think. So does it say anything about this? So it's Stoop Extra Dry. It's a low alcohol Japanese lager. It's got the hops here. It's got Styrian Wolf. Is that how you pronounce it? Galaxy and Nelson, which I do like Nelson. As I see, they've got a big love for the Japanese macro lagers, designed to be refreshing and easy to drink. Yeah, and some more stuff there. It's properly conditioned at low temperature for ultimate crispness. Is it crisp? Is it nice? But does it taste alcohol free, or does it just taste like a lager? Well, let's have a see. So let's get it on the nose now. So it's smelling it's smelling quite nice. It's smelling a little bit fruity, but obviously that'll be from the hops. A little bit fruity, a little bit piney. A little bit malty. Smells really nice. So in the colour, it's hazy. It's like a hazy, orangey yellowy colour. Holding it up to the light there. It's got a lovely kind of sort of body to it really there. It's got a nice creamy head. It doesn't look too carbonated. It looks nice, a little bit hazy, the way that I like my lagers to look. But it does smell really nice. It smells really good. So we're getting lemony there. A little bit of dankness in there as well. Smells really good. I am going to dive in. I'm going to see what the taste is like. Cheers. Let's have another go on that one. That is nice. That is good. That's got a nice taste to it. It doesn't taste alcohol free, which a lot of these alcohol free lagers, particularly, have this kind of, it's hard to describe the taste. They've got a bit of over maltiness. Sometimes got a little bit of over sweetness. Sometimes a bit of a metallic note that you often get with the cheaper alcohol free lagers. This is a lot better. Well, obviously, I was expecting it to be. And that is quite a nice, refreshing lager. It's got a bit more of a pilsner about it than possibly some of the other lagers. It's a little bit bitter, very crisp. A bit lemony, but nicely balanced. A little bit thin on the flavour. I'd say a little bit watery. But again, I think it's hard. I think it's hard to get a lager right, to be honest, when you're going out with the alcohol-free ones. A little bit of bitterness there, but it's crisp. It's drinkable. It's refreshing. I mean, like, looking at the price point, again, it's a tricky one, that one, because again, if you want a good quality alcohol-free lager, then you're going to be paying the price. But at the end of the day, I could get a lager that tastes better than this for a cheaper price, possibly. But to be honest, that is very pleasant. Actually, I think it is holding its own, that with. I think it was about 365 kind of thing. I think if it was more the £3 mark, I think that would actually hold. That would really be very competitive. I think with that kind of range of lagers, the high £2 lagers possibly. Like some of the beers you get from like Ayinger and Augustiner and things like that, they're around about the £3 mark. I would probably rather have one of their beers than this. But again, you're not comparing like with like when you're doing alcohol-free. Alcohol-free, obviously, it's a lot harder to get right. It's a lot harder to get the depth of flavour there. It's not going to taste exactly the same, but this is a very pleasant taste of lager. It clearly looks unfiltered. And comparing it to other unfiltered lagers, it's very pleasant. So, let's give it a rating. So, yeah, I am pleasantly surprised by this. I am enjoying it. I think it's it's a decent lager. There's nothing wrong with it. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't taste alcohol-free. It's very pleasant. I'm enjoying it. I think for pleasant and enjoying it, but nothing too remarkable, I'm for the sake of argument, I'm just going to give it a B. Maybe a B+. I'm going to give it a B. For quality, value, that kind of price, I'd say it's decent enough for that kind of price. I'm going to give it a B- for value. To be honest, it's good. It's decent. It's fine. I'm hoping to find better, but to be honest, for my first trip into a non-supermarket alcohol-free lager at a higher price point, I am pleasantly surprised. If it was a little bit more flavourful, had a little bit more to talk about in there, then I would be absolutely bowled over. It would be up there in the A's. At the moment, it's just a very crisp, refreshing, quite dry lager, which would be very pleasant in the sun, in the garden. It's just the kind of, the number that I would drink during the summer. In the garden, it possibly wouldn't be cost effective at this price. But but other than that, it's decent shout. Well done, Mash Gang. Decent shout for a Japanese lager. I'm going to get some more Mash Gang beers in. Check them out, see what they're like. But until the next time, have a good one.